We're going to just knock on the door and be like, hello, may I come in and eventually ruin your daughter's life? Flor appears to be dead. Literally twins. There's no way they should be getting the little heart ups and downs, because this isn't freaking Game of Thrones.
Hello from the void, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel and my Not So Berry challenge, where we enjoy calm family gameplay. No, who am I kidding? It's constant chaos with Flor, although last episode was fairly calm, so maybe that will continue. In this episode, we've got a weekend and it's our first weekend with the kids being children, so we're going to try and have some quality family time, especially now that Flora and Curtis are separated. But also, whilst working on the generational goals, we're going to start thinking about setting up the Rose generation, because they do have to pursue the serial romantic lifetime wish, which means there are many, many yellow Sims whose hearts are going to be broken, so we're going to start laying some of the groundwork for that. So yeah, it might be a bit of a bitty one, but hopefully it'll be fun. The air vote for the Rose generation, where you get to pick between the twins, is still live. It's a link at the top of the description, so if you want to go vote there. There is someone who is in the lead currently, so if you have a fave, make sure you register it, because it's not too late to change it. I'm probably going to close it in a couple of days' time, so yeah, get on that. See you at the other end.
Look at these two little stinkers. They have not had a brilliant example set for them, but you know, hopefully they'll turn out okay. Better at least than this zombie type person wandering along behind them. He's feeling dazed by Flor's woohoo confession, as she's feeling very focused and thinking it would be nice to watch a movie all together. Super kids. That sounds like fun. Look, actual family time. I feel like Mel, maybe. Can you please have some new toys? Yes, because they're materialistic parents, they would definitely do that. He's now angry for being perceived as arrogant. To be honest, this isn't boding well for the Rose generation being less diabolical. The irony that they're having family time after Flora and Curtis have broken up is not lost on me. Speaking of which, Curtis, time for you to go to the pool house of sadness, and apparently Carmine is going to follow you and go for a very inconvenient wee. Go to bed, and everyone is asleep at, before 4 in the morning, which is pretty good going for us. Flor has woken up feeling flirty. Let's go see if we can cheer the child up. And it is the big summer blowout. As you probably know, the Rose generation is the serial romantic generation. I don't know which one of the twins at this point is going to be the heir, but one of them is. And when you've got to ruin the lives of about 8 other Sims, it's never too early to start preparing. So we've put the first of our potential love interests down so they can get to know them as a child. And it just so happens they live next door. So we're going to have them over for Big Summer Blowout to hang out at our new pool, even though their house is a lot nicer than ours. Well, howdy. We've run over to Strangeville Overlook, where Hatman is guarding his house, and we're going to just knock on the door and be like, hello, may I come in and eventually ruin your daughter's life? Or my sister might do it, we don't know yet. This is a really weird house. It's like incredibly strangely laid out, but here is little Daisy May, who we're going to go and introduce ourselves to, despite the fact we're absolutely fuming. That's all we're going to do, then we're going to go home before we say something mean to her, or just are generally our mother's child. Daisy May Snickerdoodle was made for me by the lovely Cinny from the Berry Gameplay Discord. She's also on Tumblr as Cinny Berry Farm, and I will link her blog below if you want to go see more of what she makes. And now we're going to go home. Literally it. We just want to get her in our list. There she is. Thanks, Daisy May. I've actually got a whole cast of Sims made by members of the Berry Gameplay server who are going to be appearing as the victims of my Rose generation Sim. And if you do want to have input on which of them it is, the vote is still live for a couple more days and is linked in the description below. We are going to have everyone invite a couple people over for the Big Summer Blowout. Curtis has work today, which is a bummer for him, but let's have him socialise with his co-workers, because he is a romantic Sim and he deserves to have like a big love. So we've invited lots of people over. You can invite over Daisy. I don't think we know any other children, but the kids can introduce themselves to these grown adults. Bit weird that you do that in the bathroom, but they do need to have a bunch of introductions for that aspiration, and it's fun to see how they socialise. Crimson actually has already met 5 new Sims and made a friend, so he's already achieved level 1. Carmine still needs to meet 1 new Sim, so we can get her to come introduce herself to Daisy. And that was easy. All done with level 1. Ugh, Ozzy, like, add her to the invite list by all means. I am not adverse to exploring as an option, but I do not want to go on a rabbit hole date. Like, show up in real life, although she might be not in the world, so. The twins are not very good at chatting to people. They keep just wandering off and doing their own thing. Perhaps, they're just used to having each other around. Flor hasn't even introduced herself to Ozzy. They've slept together, but apparently didn't even know her name or anything about her, so that's, very Flor. I don't love how everyone at this gathering is just wandering about and not talking to each other. It makes trying to film it jiggly. Honestly, for a gay man, Jacob does a lot of flirting with straight women. No, do not flirt with Jacob. That would be a very bad plan. Carmine is super cool and she is doing her homework. These guys are getting to know each other. Gotta love a Sims 4 conversation. Leave room for Jesus, kids. They're either standing like literally inside each other or on opposite sides of the room with their backs to each other talking to a bin. I'm also slightly using Daisy as a way to get their skills up. Flor appears to be dead. Right, where are all the people? Mo didn't come again. Oh my god, Ozzy! Excuse me? Did you really just come up here and smash my kid's dollhouse? That was just such a dick move. Flor may not be the best mum, but I don't think she would tolerate seeing someone that literally tries to make her kids miserable. Also in front of other people, how people think about her is pretty important to her, so that is a big old red billboard. The only person allowed to... Don't flirt with her now. Just what is this programming? She's yelled at her, flirted with her, now she's gonna electrocute her. That's nice. Just what? No, stop. We're just gonna do a bunch of mischief on her because I forgot we're meant to be leveling that up. Now Mo has turned up at our house just after the party and she's in a terrible mood. And she's just wandering around the back to cry in the pool, I guess. On the plus side, Crimson and Daisy May are definitely making good friends. It's interesting, despite having identical personalities, that Carmine and Crimson are really quite different. Carmine is a little bit more hesitant, I would say, but she also does sneak some little mean interactions into people, so I think she might be the sneakier of the two, whereas Crimson's just a bit of a lovable rogue. Gianna is inviting us to the Romance Festival. Why not? Let's go. We've done some work towards the Rose generation's first love, or first last, and yeah, why not? Having arrived, we've instantaneously got a notification from Ozzy, who is the bartender that just smashed our kids' stuff, but that we did have sex with. There's really all to play for. The main goal of the Romance Festival is to kiss somebody, so I'm just going to let Flor's chaos play out in whatever way she so chooses. Let's go pour some Sakura tea together. Put her straight back in that little flirty mood that we've been trying to get her out of. It's been a while since we've done this. Just scoping the surroundings, and it's a couple of random dudes and the romance guru we're into. Gianna just seems to want to chat to him and not to us, which is fine, I guess. We're also going to do some mischief while we're here, because we have been slacking on that front. Okay, and Gianna's flirting with the romance guru. We're flirting with the romance guru. She didn't like the petals. But she's fine with the hand buzzer. She's a strange individual, that's for sure. They are now flirting with each other and Gianna is angry. It is not going well. If Flor is the queen of chaos, Gianna is the queen of mixed signals. And rage. So she'll only flirt with us when she's in an angry mood. That seems like a great foundation for a romantic relationship. And Flor is just now going to go water some plants. Let's harvest the chrysanthemums, because honestly, I think we kind of need to go home. Once again, the Romance Festival was not our most best experience. Maybe Gianna was just inviting us because she hasn't been lucky in love, and now we're single again. She was like, maybe we'll both find new babes. Maybe she wasn't trying to hit on us at all. But I was wondering, with the Aussie thing, going out with Gianna, maybe the problem with Flor and Curtis is that Flor actually isn't as bi as she thought. Having very much plumped for Curtis out of nowhere a little bit. Well, not out of nowhere, they did have a good connection, he was very attentive. Previously, Paolo and Mo just hadn't really come through on the romance front. We went for Curtis because he was a solid option. But what I'd hope Flor has learned is that one cannot build a life with someone just because they happen to turn up a few times. Let's have a little look at the kiddies. How are you doing? Have you been to bed already? It's 2 in the morning and you're fully rested. Like, what the hell? Carmine is obsessed with the sauces decor item. She just constantly views it. The twins aren't actually really friends with each other, so I might have them go hang out on their swing set at 3 in the morning. Why not? There's definitely something glitchy with my little reaction bubbles because the twins are literally twins. There's no way they should be getting the little heart ups and downs because this isn't freaking Game of Thrones. So let's have them do a little bit of stargazing. I want them to be really good friends, for now at least. It might not last, but they haven't had the most stable life. They're not going to have the most stable life, but they can have each other at least. Also, look at them. They're so cute. Oh, she's just whacked on a little sheet mask, like father, like daughter. Again with the pool house. I don't want to lock them out of the pool house because I feel like they should be able to like hang out with whichever of their parents they want to. Carmine is definitely putting in the work behind the scenes. Crimson's very, oh look, I'm doing this, and Carmine is resting at weird times of day and then at night just getting stuff done, which is kind of a fun vibe to play with for the Rose Gen. Help me choose. Apparently it's new skill day. And I'm thinking a nice park outing could be fun for today. Flor can do a bunch of mischief on people. Curtis can scout for a new girlfriend. You know, just normal stuff. He's sad because the holiday went badly. Hopefully they're better than the last eggs and toast you made. They couldn't possibly be any worse. Because those eggs and toasts spent like an entire week depressing everyone in the Dan house. Aw, see, that's some nice co-parenting. Good friends now. It's quite civilized scenes. Who would have thought it? Curtis is just running away. He's really obsessed with the swing set. Right, Flortals, let us go on a little adventure to the park in Oasis Springs. Goals for the park outing. Flor generates some mischief, the kids get to raise their social aspiration, and Curtis maybe hangs out with some potential romances. And hopefully some more children will appear. Oh, there's one. Daisy wants to hang out with Crimson, so I'm getting the sense that they're like little besties in the making. And who's this? Carmine, why don't you go and make a friendly introduction to whoever this kid is? Flor, is there anyone you can mischievously pester? Who's this? Can you mess with her? So Crimson's gone off with Daisy. What do we need to do? Have a BFF. Dad, you are definitely standing too close for optimal friend making, so I'm going to send you over there, and then maybe we will invite to the park your random friend that you made somewhere that I'm not sure exactly where, but you have a very good relationship with her, so we might invite her over and see, you know, what her romantic sitch is. Maybe something could blossom there, in the Desert Blossom Park. Oh, and she's actually turned up uninvited. It's this lady with the green hair, Ayaka. Let's see if she is like romantically interested, and if so, we're going to give her a makeover because there's a lot going on there. It's a yes for Ayaka. All right, let's sort her out. As ever with townies, I won't mess with her genetics. I'll just try and tidy her up a little bit. And this is what we've ended up with. Kind of cute. So Curtis is attempting to flirt with the newly updated Ayaka. Unfortunately, he's feeling super tense because Flor told him she was a criminal mastermind and he believed her. But then based on how Flor has treated him, wouldn't be beyond the realms of possibility that she was secretly a criminal mastermind the whole time and she's just been like, ha, hoodwinked. So now he's just kind of like, women, what do I do with them? I'm gonna go talk to my children. Okay, wait, what? No. Now Flor and Curtis are flirting with each other and I'm like, I literally just cleaned this mess up. Can you not just be normal for one day? Can't I not have one weekend? We need to try and get one of Flor's skills up, either logic or mischief for new skill day. So we are doing some family chess and also just making fart jokes. Mischief level 8. Yes. These kiddos are like really ratcheting through. Okay. But it might be time to go home because we're getting pretty tired. Let's all go home. We found a couple of candidates for like Carmine's BFF, but none of them have got like a particularly high relationship yet, so hopefully she can improve on that at school. Everyone else is just taking care of their needs, and we're going to try and get everyone in bed for an early night. How lovely. Crimson's got Daisy over for a little bit of a hang. Maybe she just ran away from her terrifyingly empty house to, lie on the floor at our house instead. But we're going to have to send her home in a minute so we can get him fed and prepared for his week. Get some feed, child. Flora has suddenly got the hankering to plant something. Dug a hole, planted a daisy bush. Go to bed. It's time. We might be able to get that promotion tomorrow if we hustle. And we're getting better at our skills. Logic is now level 7. Mischief is now level 8. Ticking along. And it's almost Curtis's birthday. We already gave him the gift of freedom from Flora, so I'm really not sure what to get him. And it's spooky day. Like, the holidays really are just, they keep on coming. What I want to know is when the Humour and Hijinks Festival is, because I need to get me a voodoo doll. Oh, he's seeing his first ever snow and he's pretty excited. Maybe go to school now, Bubs. Did anyone do their homework? I forgot about that. You didn't. You kind of did. And you're going to be late. Curtis doesn't have to go to work today. Maybe you can have your possible future girlfriend over. Sorry, Curtis, I don't know who was calling for you, but we're going to work. We're just really hustling for that promotion today. We're going to start off our day by freeze raying Dara, because she's on the way to our workstation, and that's the kind of efficiency we're looking for. I'm literally going to skip all the footage for this work day because nothing interesting happened. We worked our butts off, but spoiler alert, we did not get promoted. But one thing did happen. Okay, so the Humour and Hijinks Festival is in town. I need to go. I need to win. I need to get a voodoo doll. As soon as we get home, we are going straight to the Humour and Hijinks. Hello, children. Nice costumes. Candy wants to go out with me. Gianna wants to go out with me. But we have a voodoo doll to win. Flor, what in the hell are you wearing? Oh, her costume. We need to join the pranksters. Now let the prank harvest begin. So this is essentially a speed run of Flor just doing her absolute best or worst mischief on anyone unlucky enough to come into her circle. We went ahead pretty early in the night, and fortunately we were ultimately successful. Gianna, who we brought along with us because we figured she might just be mean to people automatically, did a runner, but we did eventually track her down after, spreading rumours about pretty much everyone else there, and have a little snackadoodle with her. I think we can conclude that she's definitely friend zone kind of vibes, not really sensing any sparkage there, but she was there and we won and we got our voodoo doll, which meant I didn't have to go and send Flor fishing, thank God. And the game for once, adequately celebrated my feelings with this lovely little firework display. Thanks, guys. We now have what we need to finish our aspiration. Well, everything aside from time and effort. So we'll just pop home to where our kids are dressed as Yoda and a sausage. Curtis appears to be dressed as a male cheerleader. They're just, chilling out, being cute. Flor, being Flor, of course, decided to go straight to bed when she got home, and everyone else basically followed suit, except for Carmine, who once again had somehow managed to get all of her sleeping done before 2 in the morning, so she's just doing her homework, dressed as Yoda, as you do. Strange girl she is. And we're going to leave it there.
That was all pretty sane and sensible. I mean, weekends always take a little bit longer to play through because everyone's at home, so I imagine we'll make a little bit more progress with the next video. But we've introduced our first yellow sim to the twins. We're starting to see their personalities. I like how Crimson is quite just sweet and happy-go-lucky, and Carmine's weird nighttime habits would translate very well certainly to her hunting many potential romances, but she's definitely a little bit more laid back, a little bit more sneaky. Curtis has made first contact with potential future partner, and Flor has continued to be terrible at dating, but it doesn't say anywhere that she has to have a long-term relationship, so I might just leave her be and see what happens naturally. If you have enjoyed watching, please give me a thumbs up, it's just down there, and don't forget to vote for the heir. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye!